Welcome, my Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Leo to full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2022. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons. MAL for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 years in service at the time of this recording, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview the first bunch of pages for free, and I am a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Wonderful platform there for artists of many different ways, shapes, and forms. I got subscribers called humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses. Given the benefits there, keeping it affordable, creating a lovely community over there, and live streaming there pretty much every morning. Cup of coffee, hair doing what it's gonna do, and honestly, with the humidity, it's been comedy in and of itself. Talking about the day's astrological influences, the magical as well as spiritual practices indicated, etc., etc., etc. Advanced access to stuff everybody will see eventually, and exclusive access to stuff no one else will see. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. It's easier. It's only 3 letters. Hi. My Scorps. Oh, there's so much going on in my personal life right now that's really fun and exciting, so I'm going to try and have some fun and serve the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And let's start by saying, if you're new to the channel, I have to do this every single time. A 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, and we will look at the math in a minute. Just to say that these 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you fine-tune and align your manifestational process, your spell work, your law of attraction, your co-creative process, whatever that may be, to plant a healthy seed at the new moon in Leo and watch it bloom, however you want to take that symbolically, at the full moon in Aquarius, July into August 2022. Let's look at the dates. We're looking at the new moon in Leo, Thursday, July 28th, 1:55 p.m. I'm in New York, so it is Eastern time, and what a new moon that's going to be. Sun conjunct moon makes a new moon. We're in 5 degrees of each other in Leo, so that's Leo double whammy, loving that, on a Thursday. So all of that 5th house Leo stuff, right? Fixed fire, creativity, good fortune, sex, money, pleasure, the fun part, right? They're the fun sign. I'm Leo rising. I know, I just look fun. But on the day of Jupiter, right? Thursday, Thor's day, a day of expansion, right? Money, a lot of expansion and good fun stuff. So the seeds you plant there, to watch that grow over the 2-week period, a Thursday to a Thursday. The full moon in Aquarius, Thursday, August 11th. That looks like 9:36 p.m. So really, really powerful. You start off with something very, very personal, heart's desire, in the new moon in Aquarius, and one that serves all of humanity in the full moon in Aquarius, just saying. And that's the truth. These readings are about your heart's desires, which we don't choose. They're written into the scripts and the character descriptions of these lives that we take on. We are higher selves as divine beings that are immortal souls that incarnate on heroes' journeys of the personality into human ego bodies. A human hero, immortal god, all like Russian stacking dolls. Thank you, Natasha Leone, for Russian doll. So your heart's desires are woven into the universal divine plan that is better than anything we can imagine or conceive. From the soul's point of view, the ego probably hates it. The personality is trying to figure it out. but the higher self knows exactly the tea, the shade, and the pink lemonade. So you fulfill your heart's desires to the best of your ability. Cast, intend, vision board, whatever it is you want to do. I'm here to help you do that, because as each one of us fulfills our heart's desires, everybody else's goes up a notch, right? Everybody else gets a little bit closer, because every day is a winding road. Don't you find, Scorpio? Wisdom of the crow. So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. This is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Standard YouTube reading rules apply. And check your other signs for more insights into what we're about to look at. Or maybe you got 4 different seeds. One for Sun, one for Moon, one for Rising, and one for Venus, that are all holographically connected to the field of unity consciousness and the permanent paradise planet Earth that I am personally signed up to help manifest. You ready? Please take a nice deep breath. It's a lot of exposition to get to divination nowadays. Still point. And here we go. For the element of fire. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I call to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Scorpio collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video and receiving this reading. Genetic ancestry, archetypal ancestry, however you all want to reach out, please, for the element of fire. What is the magical spell card? The spell fragment to help the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, refine their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, which is part of their incarnational contract, their heart's desire, this new to full. Authenticity. Ooh. Now, maybe your heart's desire is to be authentic, but it might also be saying that your heart's desire requires authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. Yeah, the meter's a little wonky on that one, but we'll let it pass. Who I truly am is good indeed. Well, who you truly are? Well, human, hero, immortal, God. Which one are you? Well, you get to play all those roles, and sometimes you get to play more than one simultaneously. Like when you're coming from your soul in a hero's journey personality thing. But who you truly are is your higher self, which has a higher self, which has a higher self, which has a higher self, all the way back to the divine singularity, the nameless Tao, the mother of all, the pregnant void, whatever you want to call it, right? All the way home. So this is open to interpretation, and for a general read, that could be about anything. So that's what we're going to keep going. Pretty decent element of fire. Let's get that element of earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, great. You want to work it, work it. Clear quartz does everything, though. What's really important in this 5-card draw with this deck is the oracle message. It tends to be very on point. So it's nice to have a physical object, a little magical carrier, a little string around your finger, so to speak. So grab a piece of jewelry, a rock, anything. But there are stones I never knew about before I got this deck, which says something. I dealt with a lot of crystals, gems, and miracles in my New Age metaphysical, pagan, magical career over the decades. So let's see what hits the table for you. Your element of earth to feed the fire and help ground and manifest your heart's desire into physical form. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. That feels good. All right, so I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North, powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. What is the Crystal Oracle message, my beloved Archangel of Lyons, Ariel, for the Scorpio collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. The fuel to feed the fire, ground and manifest their heart's desire. That may indeed take some authenticity, this new to full. Ooh, Tiger Iron. Different than Tiger's Eye, but obviously connected. Probably has some kind of hematite, well, hema, iron, hemoglobin, all of that. So let's check this one out. I mean, I know my lucky tiger's eye. Yeah, I'm the Nicole Kidman in that scenario. Fortunately or unfortunately, at least I have cool hair. Tiger iron. This is a long one. It's got an affirmation. So you're getting a spell, an affirmation, and a healing mantra by the end of this reading. Tiger iron, also known as jasper, hematite, and tiger eye. So in other words, it's those three together. So it's got a touch of jasper. Too many men named Jasper. Hematite and tiger's eye. Your keywords are mental clarity, grounding, assertiveness, vitality, and sexual energy. Well, there we go, Scorpio. I think we crossed every T and dotted every I. So let's say mental clarity. So, okay, grounding, good. We want to ground that heart's desire there. Assertiveness, vitality, and sexual energy. The peace and mental clarity you seek can only be found by grounding your abstract spiritual ideas and concepts into your everyday physical life. Absolutely. You can read all the books in the world and go all the workshops and watch all the videos. What do you actually put into practice? And that's a challenge for absolutely every single one of us, right? What is it? Prayer without faith without acts is pointless, or something like that. You got to anchor it into physical form. That is to bring things back to basics and honor the fact that you have been blessed with this physical life. You know, it was a casting call. Well, we showed up, we auditioned, apparently we signed the contract and got the job. Realize that while you are highly spiritual in nature, it is no mistake that you are here. No, that's why we have lawyers, the Akashic Records law firm, Jermaine Kumara and Kwanyan Associates, as has been so eloquently said by several of our world's greatest teachers. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and I believe this from the Blue Book originally, from Alcoholics Anonymous, but don't quote me because I'm not really quoting that. They are. And as such, you are being urged to honor your humanity. So, you know, we've all been really struggling with that over the past couple of years with the pandemic. Now monkeypox, great. Whatever. You know, dealing with the more human side of stuff. While if you are on more the human side, probably doing more existential, spiritual kind of who's-y, what's-this, finding that balance. This tiger's iron crystal will help ground you and revitalize your sexual energy as needed. Both these qualities are needed in order to be an effective force on Earth and live a fulfilling and inspired life. Does make sense. Second chakra, you guys are ruled by the second chakra, Scorpio vibe, the genitalia. I did not make that up right here, right now. Go look it up. Remember, spirit is not in the clouds. It is here, right in the thick of things. How thick, Scorpio? That beauty, majesty, and power of spirit is experience, right? Because when we're in the higher realms, time ain't the same. Instant manifestation is a gig in the higher realms, right? Because you're coming from a place of unity already. So it's not like you're going to blow the place up, burn down the village. Now, we come down here to take the journey, to have time, right? So that we plant a seed and watch it grow instead of just, you know, I dream a genie. Bewitched, Charmed, pick your genre. You do not have to run away from the world in order to find peace, for the true peace you seek is inside you. The true spiritual master is one who is able to find peace even in the midst of turmoil. And yeah, that's true, but that's a journey. 40 days walking in the desert. I mean, just your skin alone. Crow's feet. Here's your affirmation. Nevermore. I may not have the power to change the world, but I have the power to change my perception of it. Seek not to change the world, seek to change the way you see the world. A Course in Miracles, pretty much 101. And I don't want to change the world. I'm not looking for a New England. Are you looking for another girl? Right, I'm going to have to listen to that song and its many, its original and its many derivations later today. Let's talk about the element of air, right? Fire needs air. The healing with the angels oracle. 2 ways to do these cards. I find usually both are helpful. One is actually what's written on the card here, answered prayer. We don't do bottom of the deck here because I'm a top. But you know, to contemplate it, element of air, think about it, mull it over, find the original meanings of words, their origins, where they come from. Sometimes that gives you a little extra detail that makes it personal for you. Go, oh, that's what that means. Like the word gorgeous, right? Oh, it's not gorgeous. It's actually ancient French and it means elegant. Not everything that's gorgeous is necessarily elegant anymore, but you know, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm dancing as fast as I can. The other is these are healing angels, right? So you call them in. Angels must be called, right? You don't stir an angel, you don't summon an angel, you call an angel politely, and then they swoop in and help. So contemplate what their function would be regardless of what card it is. Like, how would they heal? Opens up the mental channel. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the angels and archangels of water, the sign of Scorpio, powers of the west, the Gabrielites. Oh yeah, blow that horn, Gabriel, blow. One card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their element of air to stoke that fire of authenticity, grounding it with that tiger's eye, which just had a lot packed into that one. Their element of air, what they need to think about, contemplate, meditate upon, research, focus upon, as well as the healing angels waiting in the wings with their wings fully outstretched, ready to swoop in at the simplest of calls and invitations for the Scorpio, this new to full. Answered prayer. You saw it. It was the bottom of the deck and it showed up anyway. Well, so what we think with the, okay, human hero, immortal God, real quick, right? The human just wants what it wants. So if it made a prayer and it didn't get what it wanted, the prayer doesn't work. Been there, done that, have the ripped t-shirt. The hero, though, finds the journey of it and says eventually, all right, I may not be getting what I need, what I want, but I'm getting what I need, right? That's the hero's journey. The hero isn't giving everything they want. Not if they want to alchemize their fate into destiny, they're led into gold, so to speak. The soul is like, hey, it's all a fucking gift, right? It's all, we're getting everything that we need from a higher level. This is better than anything we can imagine. And by the way, that doesn't mean we have to like it. No, we can be very authentic about, this sucks. Okay, it's part of the divine plan, but I fucking hate it. That's okay. It's okay, just don't burn down the village, right? Particularly what we were talking about here. With this tiger's eye, this clarity of seeing it, the groundedness of it. So contemplating what you think the answers to your prayers should be, then ask, what would the function of the healing angels of answered prayer be? Well, certainly they, help facilitate the answering of your prayer. Every prayer is heard and every prayer is answered, just not always the way we want it to be. That's just how it is, believe me. It's not an ATM, apparently. But certainly they would help you heal to get you ready for your prayer to be answered authentically. That's pretty cool. Hey. Let's look at your element of water. So where's your water? The healing with the angels oracle, often the party turner. All of a sudden, there's a true love card on the table or something like that, and we veer into the sexual romantic, which sexual's on the table so far with that tiger's iron card for sure. But it's a general read, right? An answered prayer. Could be all sorts of stuff. So your element of water, the higher selves of all involved, that means anybody else involved, not just you, have a say in what card hits the table. I'm just the messenger. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. as I call upon the higher selves of all involved. Fifth dimension and above, eighth chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Scorpio collective? Sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. The element of water, the energy in motion that in human bodies we experience as emotion, the juice of it, to put their heart, to put your emotions into the spell, the intentional part, that resonation emotionally and intuitively, so that they can manifest their heart's desire with authenticity, with that tiger's iron, whole lot going on there, that somehow the healing angels of answered prayer come in if they call them. They are calling in. So, what is the piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed by the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs this beautiful July, August 2022? Appreciate the moment. Appreciate this moment. Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now. You can find it for free on YouTube, audiobook before somebody takes it down, right? So just check it out. He's wonderful. It's not over pedantic, which is in and of itself that phrase, over pedantic. It's not overly wordy. It's simple and it's clear, and I love him. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love, but you kind of have to be authentic about that where you are in the moment. So appreciate this moment. I appreciate that maybe it's true that what I need and what I want are not the same thing right now. And that sucks, or I get it, or whatever that is. So to call upon the healing angels of answered prayer, then heal me so that my prayers can be answered. Whatever I need to shift within myself, and I'm going to tell you the truth, particularly for Scorpios, I think this might be true. One teeny tiny little shift of seeing things differently can change everything on the outside. It's happened to me so many times, right? One illusion gets shifted and you see truth, and the whole matrix shifts. Meow. He had to be a Scorpio, right? Oh, Keanu. I think him and I would make a lovely couple, but then again, I thought so with Michael Hutchins and me. Yeah. Brunettes. Shall we? Last card down. The healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn, the card of spirit, right? Fire, earth, air, water, spirit. We are Captain Planet. Captain Planet. To charge it, right? To plug it in. So, you know, you get a piece of tiger's iron or something similar. I think a piece of hematite would do too, honestly. Cast for authenticity, calling in the healing angels of answered prayer, and then with the intention, I'm just going to appreciate this moment. All right, and they're popping in Rampage of Appreciation by Abraham Hicks. I'm sure you'll be able to find 10 billion videos on YouTube on that process. It's something I do every now and again just to give myself a little extra lift. So yeah, let's get the healing mantra for you. The Ascended Masters, sometimes I get what department they're in. This feels so general. Could be about money, could be about sex, could be about love, could be about healing, could be about anything, whatever your answered prayer is. So we're going to go with the General Assembly. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay. Very still point. As I call to the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly for the Scorpio Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video and receiving this reading, what's the healing mantra that they can focus their mind and their emotions on to help them manifest this authenticity with that clarity, with that grounded, and with that sexual energy, which can convey itself into creative energy because they're essentially the same vibe. It's just how it's channeled with that answered prayer. Angels just wait, and there should they call them in to really help them get their prayers answered in their own healing and heal how their prayers are answered. So many ways to play with that in a general read so that they can emotionally appreciate this moment, even if it sucks, to go, yeah, this is a step on the journey. That's how the soul sees it, and that's how the hero, you know, the personality can see it if it so chooses. So please help them, heal them, the perfect healing mantra for the Scorpio Collective. This new to full July, August 2022. Expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. Come on. With authenticity. Now look, there's authenticity, and then there's, you know, Verbal decapitation, right? Truth without compassion is brutality, so saith His Holiness the Dalai Lama. I try and live by that, but I'm salty, I'm a Virgo, and I'm from New York. Mars conjunct Venus, Leo rising. It's a tricky gnosis. Let's just say that. I love saying that. So I'm going to read from the bookie book, but free will. This is throat chakra. This feels a lot of throat chakra going on here. Particularly for some of you, or maybe all of you, there is a sexual energy undercurrent. It's like you're being recharged. And how you express that. You know, is it going to be in the light or in the shadow? Are you going to do it as a villain, or are you going to do it as a hero? Free will does not mean that we get to choose the curriculum. Course in Miracles, but the new way my guides have been saying it to me is like you have free will of the options provided in the game of playing the role of a human being, but you're not, right? You're a divine being in a human form, right? We're spiritual beings having human experiences, but we're not in charge of what the options are, right? It's too much to manage, right? Imagine, okay, liver, heartbeat, right? Kidney. No, that's governed by something way bigger than us, yet at the same time, it's us, right? Higher selves. So the choices that you make in the game, this puts the power where it belongs within you, but, you know... Look, if I had that I Dream a Genie Bewitched, you know, I'm more Serena than Samantha, obviously. I'm definitely not Sally, I'm Jillian. Jilly Bean. So, you know, if I had that kind of power, this world would be drastically different. But it's a healing journey. And as I've said, every day is a winding road. We get a little bit closer. Totem of the Crow. Expressing free will. There you are. My choices determine how brightly I shine, right? It's like you turn the dimmer up or you turn the dimmer down. And here's the dimmer. When free will is expressed, the quality of your experiences is based not on the actions of others, but on how wisely and lovingly each moment is viewed. Which means you can appreciate the moment. Now, they're giving me a little sideline here. Yes, appreciate, like Rampage of Appreciation work and all of that. But like when you're appreciating a piece of art, you're really taking it in. You know, like to appreciate a song, like a favorite song or a new song by a favorite artist. And sometimes it clicks and sometimes it doesn't, that you can appreciate, right? Good food. When you appreciate food, you're not just eating. It's a more present experience. I like this. It doesn't match the unconsciousness of others or fight to have the final word. Scorpio, right? So it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. These are your choices. Instead, free will conveys the brightness of your soul through the sum of your words and actions, even when responding to those who aren't acting their best. Like it seems like everybody on planet Earth some days, right? This mantra is ideal for overcoming feelings of disempowerment, fulfilling personal goals like heart's desires authentically, and becoming more ambitious. And yes, ambition can be a drug. It's where we can get that sense of, in other words, adding more on to the ego's identification. But then you reframe that as, oh no, I incarnated to do this stuff. This is in my contract. Let's do it, right? But only my choices determine how brightly I shine. Just saying. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to do a bless summation. BLESSUMATION. Thank you, Kimberly, on Patreon. I love you. I'm going to put it all together with a little bit of a blessing. And then we'll chat a little bit at the end as I release this Scorpio collective. Usually letting the goofy release me, but, you know, we'll see how it hits the table. Crystal Software, Torch of Archangel Ariel. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call to the collective pantheons of the divine, for that Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising Venus signs watching this video and receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they truly, truly, truly need, that they may express their free will, their choices determining how powerful they shine with authenticity as they appreciate this moment, calling upon the healing angels of answered prayer to help them align and get that all of their prayers have been answered, getting them what they need, not necessarily what they want, but that they have the ability to ground this and see this differently, to keep in mind their physical. There's nothing wrong with wanting a more happier, healthier, sexual, playful vibe in your life, or more money, or whatever, to take the higher spiritual, mystical wisdom that they have already accumulated and anchoring it down into physical form, applying it to their life, maybe through something that they could do a little bit every day, like grab a piece of tiger iron and chant the spell and do the mantra a little bit every day to anchor and ground this, so that they can manifest their heart's desires as part of the larger, ineffable, universal plan. Because who they truly are is good indeed. They are authentic in thought and deed, their choices determining how brightly they shine for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Powerful. Lovely. And maybe some stuff will get touched. That's nice. I understand Scorpios like that. I've dated a bunch. Did you like it? Then hit the thumbs up, you silly Scorp. Help the other Scorpios find this. Look, if it's an answered prayer, you want that, help others find that. That's just how that gig works, apparently. And if you want more of me on YouTube, subscribe. I think I'm like, what? Like 10 subscribers away from 2,000 at this point. The number goes up and down. I'm not monetized anyway. It doesn't matter. Why? Because I'm on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing the circle, the Patreon revolution. I'm digging it so very much. Humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, goddesses. It is the best career move I ever made as a mystical artist. That I can certainly say for sure. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Malcolm Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You try living with that birth name. But you can call me Mal, and I love you. And if you want a private read, reach out. There's a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains how to get in touch with me, what I charge, what I do, how to prepare yourself beforehand, and what to do afterwards. Like I say, 48 hours after the reading, reach out and let me know how you're doing, because that's just how I roll. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed. It feels like this reading puts a lot of power right back in your throat chakra. Spit, swallow, or chew. You do you. So wishing you all the very best and the very blessed, my beloved Scorpios. Have at it. Plant that seed. Woo! Tiger's iron. Hail. Farewell. And blessed, blessed be.